Hello my dear students, class 5. Today you are going to have first chapter from your social studies part, okay? The first chapter is the imaginary lines. Today we are going to do that. So you know our earth. Okay, so today I am taking this globe. It represents our earth, right? So our beautiful earth is made up of large land masses. Okay, land masses means the continents. Okay, so there are how many continents in the world? 7 continents in the world: Asia, Africa, America, Australia, North America, and South America. So if you could see, this is the North America, South America. Okay, these are the land masses. Africa, okay, Asia is there. So these are the land masses. Okay, so not only land masses, there are oceans. Okay, we have oceans, Indian Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, so many oceans. Okay, and island also we have. So island means, I think you may be knowing, island is the land surrounded by the water on all 3 sides. Suppose, let us take the example of Australia. So Australia, if you look at the map, in the world map or this thing, you see Australia is surrounded by water on all sides. So Australia is an island. Likewise, Sri Lanka, if you could see Sri Lanka, our neighboring country, okay, so it is also an island country because it is surrounded by water on all sides. So continents, oceans and island are the part of the earth. Okay, these are covered by the earth. So now the geographers used to take, okay, they used globe. Okay, why they use globe? Because globe used, okay, help them to find out the location of a particular place. So how they used to find the location of a particular place? Okay, like studying, okay, they used to study about the latitudes. Okay, these are the latitude, imaginary lines. They used to first study the latitudes, horizontal and the vertical lines they used to, and they used to locate a particular place. Suppose take the example of Sikkim. Okay, Sikkim is latitude and like longitude wise, it is located in the 27.2 degree north and 88.4 degree east. It is the exact location of Sikkim in the globe or in the map. Okay, so let us do now. What are the imaginary lines? Okay. So the geographers, they used to take the help of the latitudes, okay, and the longitudes. Okay, so latitudes and the longitudes are just the imaginary line. It's just the imagine. Okay, it's not actually there, but it's just a imagination. So if you look at the globe also, you'll find so many, like you'll find the imaginary lines. So let us take the example of latitudes. Okay, so what are latitudes? Latitudes are imaginary lines. Okay, imaginary lines. Okay, that runs parallel. Okay, so these are the latitudes. Okay, they run parallel to each other from east to west direction. East to west. East to west. Okay, these are the latitudes, are the imaginary lines. They run from east to west direction in the globe, in the earth. Okay, so and longitudes are the vertical lines. Longitudes are the vertical lines. Okay, run from north to south. So these are the latitudes and the longitudes, right? So today we are going to study, there are two imaginary lines, that is latitudes and the longitudes. Latitudes are the horizontal, okay, straight, and the longitudes are the vertical. So let us now study. Today we are going to focus only on the latitudes. Okay. Okay, suppose this is the earth. Okay, this is the earth. Suppose, and my earth is not so perfect in my drawing. Okay, so see, this is the latitude. They are semi-circle kind of thing. They are like circles. Actually they are not lines also. Imagine latitudes are like the circles, semi-circles. Okay, so they move from east to west. Okay, so this is the equator. Equator, and its value is 0. So, and keep in mind that latitudes are always measured in degree. Okay, measured in degree. Degree is this kind of thing. So equator has the value of 0 degree. 0 degree. Okay, and equator is the longest latitude. It is the longest latitude. Okay, and equator, see, equator is the longest latitude, and it is the only latitude that divides the earth into two halves. This is one half, this is another half. Okay, so this northern part, okay, this northern part is called the northern hemisphere. Okay, northern hemisphere. Okay, and the southern part. Okay, and the southern part. Okay, this southern part is called the southern hemisphere. Okay, so equator is one of the latitude. It divides the earth into two halves. Northern part is called the northern hemisphere, and the southern part is called the southern hemisphere. Okay, and we have to remember that equator is the longest latitude. Okay, let's move to the next point. There are total 181 latitudes. 181 number of latitudes are there. Okay, but we don't need to learn all the 181 latitudes. We only need to focus some of the very important latitudes. Okay, so today we are going to discuss this very important latitude. Suppose, okay, I'll draw this side. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is the equator. Okay, equator. Its value is 0 degree. Okay, so if we just move northwards, north side of the equator, we find another latitude. It is called Tropic of Cancer. TROPIC, Tropic of Cancer, CANCER. Okay, and its value is 22.5 degree north. Okay, so important latitudes we are learning today. Important latitudes. Okay, number 1 is Equator. Equator 0 degree. Okay, then number 2, Tropic of Cancer in the north side. Okay, if we move to the north of Equator, Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north. Okay, and if we just go towards the north of Tropic of Cancer, again we'll find one, that is Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. Okay, Arctic Circle is 66.5 degree north. Okay, Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north. Okay, and if we go towards the north from Arctic Circle, there's a point, it is called, okay, North Pole, that is 90 degree north. Okay, that is North Pole. Right? Okay, and if you move from the equator towards the south, you'll find Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degree south. Okay, and from Tropic of Capricorn, if you move towards south again, you'll move to Antarctic Circle. ANTARCTIC. Antarctic Circle. CIRCLE. Antarctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree south. Okay, from Antarctic Circle again to the south, you'll find that is the one point is there, that is South Pole. South Pole, that is 90 degree. Okay, so this is the north side, and in the south you'll find Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. Right, then our Antarctic Circle, and South Pole. So just now what we have learned today, the very important imaginary lines or the latitudes, very important latitudes are Equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, North Pole and the north side, and Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the southern side. So these are the very important imaginary or the latitudes. So let us discuss about the characteristics of the latitude. So what are the features of the latitudes? Let us just discuss. So we have already done that latitudes are the horizontal circles, and they run parallel to each other. Parallel lines means they are not going to meet at any, these lines are never going to meet at each other at any point. They are parallels. So latitudes are parallel, they are horizontal. And we have already discussed that equator is the longest latitude. So longest latitude, it means equator makes the highest circle, and from equator, if we go to the Tropic of Cancer, or either Tropic of Capricorn, on the both sides the circle is little bit reduced. Yes or no? The equator is longest, and if we move towards this, okay, the circle is little bit reduced. Again, if we move further, reduced. So from equator, the circle or these lines are reduced. Okay, it's in a reducing. Okay, and among all the latitudes, equator is the most important, and it is the longest latitude. Okay, and we have to remember that the equator only divides the earth into two halves, northern and the southern hemisphere. Okay, and North Pole and South Pole, they are just a point. They are just a point in the axis of the earth. See, axis of the earth, see, since globe is the it represents the earth. Okay, so slightly, our earth is slightly tilted. It means there is an imaginary line, there is an axis in between from North Pole to South Pole. So North Pole and South Pole is just a point of the axis. Okay, axis is the imaginary line where our earth is little bit like tilted. Okay, so this much only today we have to learn today, this much only. On the next class I am going to do the longitudes and its characteristics.